All individuals that are interested in training for a triathlon should know that they will need to adjust their eating habits. Training for a triathlon can be a very grueling activity.
It requires a lot of energy and endurance to compete in a triathlon.
The only way that it will be remotely possible to be successful at a triathlon is if individuals devote a significant amount of time and energy to training.
Part of any successful triathlon training is triathlon diet plans.
The diet plan that is used for a particular individual for triathlon training has to be tailored to their specific needs.
Different people will require a different amount of calories in order to effectively train for a triathlon.
Because it takes a considerable amount of energy to train for a triathlon, individuals should be prepared to devote much time and energy to changing and adopting new eating habits.
People that participate in triathlons have special dietary needs that have to be addressed.
Proper nutrition is necessary for anyone that has decided to train and compete in a triathlon. There are a number of triathlon diet plans available.
There are different types of plans for the nutritional and energy needs of the person that is training for a triathlon.
Understanding that there are different dietary needs is essential to ensuring that a person that is training for a triathlon is eating the proper foods in order to maintain their strength.
When developing triathlon diet plans, it is very important to consider the types of nutrients that are essential for anyone that is engaging in intense triathlon training.
Such nutrients as carbohydrates are necessary. Carbohydrates are basically fuel for the body.
Whenever a person is intensely training for any physical activity, it is necessary that the body is replenished with carbohydrates.
Protein is another nutrient that will need to be incorporated in a diet for those that are training for a triathlon. Protein helps to build muscle, and it is very important for the growth of new muscle and bone.
Getting an adequate amount of protein is very important to ensure bone and muscle support while training vigorously for a triathlon.
Likewise, individuals should consume foods that are high in calcium and iron.
The calcium supports the strength of the bones and is required to ensure that the bones remain strong throughout the strenuous training.
Iron is essential as it plays a very important part in oxygen consumption and energy creation. It is very important that individuals consume diets that are high in these two minerals to ensure the body is receiving the proper amount of nourishment.
Forming triathlon diet plans requires that individuals consume the basic foods needed as stipulated by the food pyramid.
There are a certain number of servings of fruits, vegetables, whole grains and other foods that should be consumed every day for a healthy, well-rounded diet.
It will be very hard for an individual to train successfully for a triathlon if they are not receiving the supplements that encourage strength, energy and growth.